Today we are wiring Carl's interior, and this episode is sponsored by Painless. We are starting off by wiring all the switches on my dash. So, the original Falcon did not have an emergency switch, but thanks to the Painless box, we can put one in. And we have the old diagrams of every wire, so we've been backtracking to get all the wires ready, and now we have all the terminals done. It's time to plug it in.
Plug in okay?
Yes.
That's so cool! Alright, so cool. So yeah, go for it. Top left is blue with red. You should hear a little...
Okay, then it's black.
Next it's black.
Sorry, I started too soon without talking about what we were doing. We're just getting all of these, we have them all wired up, and we're putting them in the old pigtail.
So yeah, leftmost was red with yellow, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, yes, and then brown.
Okay, so I got my high beam little clicker thingy.
Dimmer switch.
Dimmer switch.
Or dipper. Some people say dipper, dimmer. Anyway, it's the high-low switch.
Yeah, it's a high-low switch. And we're gonna put this in, and I got a little cap for it, which I haven't seen anybody else have. So I'm gonna glue it on there real quick.
Just get it on and shove it down hard. Yeah.
Did you see it says Fomico?
Of course.
That's really random.
We love a good Fomico.
908.
Yeah, first is red black, 909. Next is red yellow.
Okay, I got it.
Pinch too much?
I think it's
Does
okay.
it need more slack?
No, it looks good.
Perfect. Two is red blue. Cool. See if it, yeah. Click to on and start. It does this little turn and then back, and then back to accessory. Way to go.
So, the car came with a new cigarette lighter. So we're gonna put it in because the old one was obviously used as a cigarette lighter, and I'm just gonna use it as a phone charger. So we're putting in my new one.
Good to go.
Cool. Now that we are done wiring up the switches, it is time to move on to wiring the instrument panel. Our plan for the instrument panel was to reuse the sockets for the lights and indicators and just reuse them because the wiring actually didn't look that bad. So all we had to do was cut out the old section of the wiring and attach it to the new one. Okay, so before we start the wiring on the instrument panel, we're going to replace the voltage regulator. This is just a modern voltage regulator, and we've heard that this is a good upgrade to do.
Cool, that's good.
It's a modern. Doesn't look. Alright, I'm starting by cutting off my alternator wires, my alternator indicator light wires. It's a mouthful. And then my turn signal wires. So I'm going to try to cut them as long as possible so that if we mess up in some way, which is highly likely, that we have plenty of give.
So that's the alternator one, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just sticks until it pops. Yep. That's the stuff. Cool, let's move on. And that's oil. Indicator, when your high beams are on, that comes on.
That's nice that I know when the high beams are on.
So yeah, now just cut off each one of those guys. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
No, just, you're just gonna put one in each.
Okay, so we have these all ready to go, but we have a few things that need to be, that we're going to do out here. Apparently we need to get power from the voltage regulator to a few of the things out here. So we are going to do that because we have to split one wire into 3. But we're going to do that with these little connector thingies that have solder in the middle, because we were told that the best way to connect 2 wires was to solder them. Eventually I'm sure I'll learn how to solder, but this is going to make things easier and quicker while we're inside the car. So we need to get power out from the voltage regulator to the oil, alternator light, and to just one of the gauges, because we're going to run a wire later. So it's 1 wire coming in and 3 wires going out. I've already got the wire stripped for the alternator and oil lights. So I'm going to just light on our solder thing.
Should we call them solder sleeves?
I guess so.
Good, interleave them, very nice. And then just, yeah, kind of hold there and give it all a twist through the middle. Okay, I think we're getting it. Isn't the solder centered right over the joint? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now, all right, okay. Yeah, I see it. Wires are moving, are we? And get one of those nuts. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good job. You just kind of got around your jumper wire.
I mean, that's not funny, but... I got it, you grab the...
Okay, you're gonna hold everything together?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're going to do a continuity check, which basically means that we're just going to see if we did this right. And if we hear a beep, that means that we have good flow and that we did it all right. So let's see if we actually did something.
Is that another one?
No, same one.
That's the same one. Yep. Ready. Yes. Lovely. Ready. Yay! Good splice! Cool, so those are ready. Why don't we go ahead and go back and we'll check here. There. Lovely. Yay! Nice work!
So it feels really good to know that we have good connections, so that gives me hope for the rest of it. But now we're going to put in light bulbs. We made the mistake of putting all of our old light bulbs in the same bag as our new light bulbs.
We'll look at the filaments and see.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do this one when it's done.
Yeah.
lights.
Okay, so let's get in the car.
And just snug it while you're there. The high beam?
Sure.
Yeah, that looks good, right? Lovely. That's bigger gauge wire, so it's a little tougher.
Also, let's try to keep it straight.
Straight like?
Straight like that, like before it was bending down.
I understand. Okay, so that is the, that's the high beam. Remember, don't press it against you.
I'm not pressing it against me. I'm pressing it right
good,
here.
good
I'm
job.
leaning forward.
Good job.
This is goes here, right?
Yep.
Oh no, but that's right. Has not been the easiest process, mainly because of the way that we've been doing it in between finishing the engine and all those other things, which means that it's taken us months to get this done. So what I'm taking out of the garage this week is that some things aren't meant to be done quickly. They're meant to be done well. Thank you to Painless for sponsoring this episode. As always, thank you to my executive producer, Drew Carter. And if you would like to support me, go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/Ellie's Garage. I'll see you next time in the garage. Oh no, I have a flat tire.
It's the coolest flat tire ever!